Down on the Farm. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at corn, beans, and wheat with the help of John Tuggle and Company Corpus. Overnight, Russia attacked the Port Odessa again with a submarine-launched missile, striking a grain storage terminal. To counter pleas by 7 African leaders that the Ukraine grain is needed to go into poor, starving African countries, Russian President Putin pledged to provide without cost up to 50,000 metric tons of grain per month to 6 of the poorest African nations. The new attacks, along with a little rain and more hot weather, now forecast to extend into next week in the Corn Belt, seem to have little impact on the corn market, which gradually lost 6 to 7 cents per bushel throughout the day. New export sales for that period, July 14 through 20, were in line with trade expectations at 25.6 million bushels of corn, 27.3 million bushels of beans. Another 6.3 million bushels of milo sold to the Communist Chinese, and an unknown destination, which is many times the Communist Chinese buying a second contract. Corpus Christi's Public Elevator and Archer Daniels Midland. Next vessel continues to slip, now not expected until Tuesday, August the 1st. Truck unloading will commence once they start loading. The Andersons Houston open for corn and milo 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Timco Houston open 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. 7 days a week. For help marketing your grains, trust John Tuggle, 800-288-4453, Tuggle and Company, Corpus. We are on the line with Jody Fry from Producers in Cargyle. We're talking about the cattle sale in San Angelo. Jody, how'd it go?
Went real good. Had more cattle than we've been running, 1,230 head. Would note that over 300 of those was a partial herd dispersal, some bred cows, some pairs, cows and calves and so forth. And that made up, like I said, a pretty good portion of today's sale. But had some pretty good quality cattle there again today. Better quality calves and yearlings, sold about steady. Did see several of these fleshy and heavyweight bull and heifers. The real fleshiest ends, sure, $3 to $5 lower. Slaughter cows and bulls sold steady. Continued very good demand for those heavyweight and high-yielding slaughter cows and bulls. Just a few of those replacement bred cows today, but we did have several average quality solid mouth pairs, crossbred type pairs. They sold about steady. Better quality steers, 400 to 600 pounds, from 185 all the way up to a high of near 270, mostly 210 to 235. Heifer calves, 400 to 600 pounds, from 170 to a high of 240, mostly 195 to 225. Slaughter cows, average to high yielding from 82 to 98. Several of the highest yielding slaughter cows from 99 all the way up to a high of 115. Had one outstanding slaughter cow. I believe she brought $1.20. Thin or very low yielding cows, some of those from 60 to 78. Slaughter bulls, average to high yielding from 93 to 117. Several of the highest yielding slaughter bulls, 118 to 134. Cow-calf pairs, several groups of those average quality pairs we was talking about. Solid mouth crossbred cows, pretty good calves inside. They traded anywhere from 12.25 to a high of 17.75.
What do you know for next week?
Oh, I guess more of the same on the sheep and goats. I would say at least 6,000 or more. Look for that thing to continue. The goat deal actually improved a little bit, so look for steady numbers there. Cattle numbers probably back off a little bit next week. I'd be guessing somewhere in the neighborhood of 800 to 900.
Tell everybody how to contact you.
325-653-3371. That'll get us there at the office. Mobile phone would be 234-7895.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves from Thursday. We'll begin with the national pork carcass cutout value increasing by $1.98 to $114.73. Federal slaughter, 1.861 million head for the week through Thursday. That is about 15,000 head from last week's pace, and it's running 17,000 head ahead of the same week last year. As we look toward the beef side of the meat equation, we'll see what information we can retrieve. Looks like USDA's wholesale box prices, 20 cent down on the choice, 17 cent increase in the select. The spread is now 23.16. Estimated slaughter for the week, 373,000 head. As we look toward the fat prices, looks like the best we did was 179 with ask of 180. Neighbor, there's your meat moves. We're on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, how was the San Saba sale?
You bet, Larry. We have a good run today right at 1,300 head we ended up with. I thought overall the day the stocker steers were probably $5 to $8 higher. I thought we were seeing some of these guys that are getting ready to plant their wheat and everything, going and get their cattle conditioned up and getting ready for that. I think as a whole, what we're kind of seeing. I had a group of steers today weighed 355 at 3 1/4 on those lighter weights, dotted out right at $1,154. And another group of 5 steers weighed 475 at 284, a little over $1,340 on that group. Get into the stocker heifers. I thought overall they were probably 4 to 6 higher. I had 6 really good heifers weighing 582 at 232, a little over $1,357 on those 5-weight heifers. The feeder steers were probably 3 to 5 higher. I had 12 head of just choice set of black Angus calves, weighed 681 today at 242, a little over $1,648. And then another set right off the same range, there's 24 head right off their mamas, weighing 784 pounds. They bought 220 a pound, right at $1,725. I thought the feeder heifers were fully steady. Packer cows were probably 2 higher. A top cow today was $1.20. Packer bulls were also fully steady. Pairs and bred cows were higher and very, very good demand. Overall, another stronger market, Larry.
Good. We'll sell in Mason Monday. What do you see?
You bet. I think we'll kind of have the same run that we've been having over there, kind of that 600 to 900, kind of depending on where we'll be at. Next Thursday, we'll have a stocker feeder San Saba. It'll be a good run. Then the following Monday, we'll have our August stocker feeder over there, too. We'll talk more about that the closer we get to it, Larry.
We'll talk to you Sunday night, but in the meantime, if folks want to talk to you, tell them how to get a hold of you.
You bet. They can just call Larry. Go 325-372-5159, Larry.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You bet. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil field pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3 1/2, 4 1/2, 5 1/2, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4, and 16 24-inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some #2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10-foot wide to 30-foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe@gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. We're on the line with Leroy Kruger. Leroy, how's the bull business?
Oh, it's about like hot summer, just kind of standing still right now.
Right.
I mean, we delivered one last week to a customer, and got, call here and there. People are kind of thinking about the fall, but they're also thinking about rain.
Right.
We got a few showers around here in spots last Sunday and was blessed with a little and pretty good rain on a couple other places, but we'll take whatever the good Lord gives us.
Right. And the bulls that you have standing there waiting for somebody to come by?
Oh, we have a really nice selection of Pole Hereford bulls here. They'll be coming 2 in the fall, and a couple of 2-year-old horn bulls, and then got 2 Charolais that are 2-year-olds past, and a couple of young Angus, and got some really nice red Angus bulls here.
Good.
So the variety.
Good.
Something for one to fill a hole, we'll sure help them out.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Leroy.
You catch me on the mobile at 830-570-0660.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Have a great one, Larry.
You too. Bye-bye. Hey, neighbor Larry Marble with you. I'm on the line with Aaron from Homestead and Ranch Real Estate. They specialize in Texas farms and ranches and custom homes on acres. Homestead and Ranch fully believes you need a full-time agent to help you with your farm and ranch transactions. Aaron, why is that?
Well, Larry, you have to trust an experienced Texas real estate expert when it comes to buying and selling in Texas. In addition to getting our license, we have completed our own rigorous in-house training program. We continually study the market. We have processes and contacts in place to help you achieve your goals, and we can get you from contract to close stress-free, all because we are dedicated to this business full-time.
But Aaron, don't all the other real estate guys do that too?
Not necessarily. I've seen many agents who only do this part-time, so they never really become experts. I've seen agents who didn't have a brokerage training program, so they had to learn through trial and error with their client. You want an experienced expert to sell your ranch, not just somebody fumbling their way through it. I've seen many agents who take pictures of the property with their phone, and they'll only put the listing on their private site, and that just doesn't give enough exposure to the listing to sell it efficiently.
Meaning that the property isn't being marketed enough, correct? correct?
That's exactly right, Larry. At Homestead and Ranch, we go the extra mile, and our marketing presence is just one of the ways we do that. We advertise on our website, but we will also feature your listing on Lands of Texas, social media, and even right here on your show, Larry.
How can they reach you, Aaron?
They can call me directly at 214-985-9862, and I give you my word, I'll call you back. Or you can visit us at www.homesteadandranch.com.
And here we go. We're on the line with Rodney Butler, Beeville Livestock, getting ready for the Friday sale. What's it looking like Thursday evening?
We're tagging on 4 1/4 right now into the barn with mostly calves. We do have, I would say probably around 75 packer cows. Got a handful of black cows to palpate and a handful of pairs, about 5 pair up there that are black, come from one owner. And then got some good yearlings up there. Got 3 sets of good black steers and heifers mixed. They're probably weighing around that 5 to 6.5. And then there's a little set of light calves up there again, come off some heifers. They're probably weighing around that 175 on the little ones, up to 300 on the bigger ones. But looks like we're going to have a good sale tomorrow. Got some good cattle again to sell, sir.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Yeah, if I can help market your cattle, call me at 361-358-1727 or call me on my mobile, 645-5002.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you. Talk to you Sunday.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm Larry Marble. I'm on the line with George Wyckoll from Wholesale Steel. See him on Facebook at William Steel or on the web at www.wholesalesteelsa.com. George, talk to us about the types of panels you offer.
We have sheep and goat panels for your show sheep or goats and stuff you just want to keep out and keep in a pen. We have pig panels that are the exact same thing. We have panels that you can use to corral your dogs and make kennels out of. And of course, we have our heavy duty livestock panels for making your pens, chutes, alleys. Along that, we also have a standard duty panel. It's a little lighter weight, but they're just the same exact thing, same size.
And George, you can help clients design your panels into a livestock working facility, correct?
If you got a pen design in mind that you like or a sketch or something you want, bring it in. I'll be more than glad to sit down and design something to fit your needs, what you're looking for. I have some that are already pre-made. In case you see something that you like that's already pre-done, we got it.
Tell us about your website and give us your phone number.
The website is wholesalesteelsa.com. There's some pictures of our panels and stuff that are on there. You can take a look at them, see what you like. And if you just wanted to give us a call, our phone number is 210-624-2000. 210-624-2000.
And the address to the business?
It is 18840 State Highway 16 in South San Antonio near Somerset.
On the right-hand side of the road as you travel north, correct?
Correct. Right-hand side, there'll be a big sign that says Wholesale Steel.
We've been with George Wyckoll from Wholesale Steel San Antonio. George, thanks for being on Down on the Farm.
All right, sir. Have a great day.
We're on the line with Carl Herman, Caldwell Livestock Commission Company. Carl, how was the sale?
We had a good sale yesterday, Larry. We had 1,175 head on a steady market on the calves and the cows for 142 consigners and 46 buyers. We had 330 cows and bulls yesterday. Slaughter cows 70 to 120, slaughter bulls 85 to 129, starker cows 900 to 1550. And the pairs 1,000 to 1,700. On the calf side, on the steers, 2 to 3 weight steers brought 265 to 305. 3 to 4 weights, 250 to 297. 4 to 5 weights, 240 to 280. 5 to 6 weight steers, 220 to 245. 6 to 7 weights, 210 to 232. And the 7 to 8 weights, 202 to 235. Heifer side, 2 to 3 weights, 240 to 290. 3 to 4 weights, 240 to 285. 4 to 5 weight heifers brought 221 to 252. 5 to 6 weights, 207 to 260. 6 to 7 weights, $2 to 227. And the 7 to 8 weights, 190 to 207. Really a good market yesterday. Cattle were good, and the buyers wanted them, and it turned out to be really good.
Did anybody tell you that Carl will be back next week with some more or a new bunch?
Yes, sir. I've got a guy that sold some cattle yesterday that's going to have about 175 calves coming next week. And then we've got about 2 groups of about 35 and 40 in each one coming next week also, cow. So anyway, we look for another good sale.
Carl, tell everybody how to get hold of you.
Okay, my number is 979-820-5349. Call the barn, 567-4119. If you're in the Giddings and Lexington area, call Max Ebner at 540-8676.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Neighbor, here's a shorter look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle. We'll call Milo through Corpus 1138, Brownsville 1111, yellow corn to Corpus 513 1/4, Progresso 583, hard red winter wheat to Houston 871 1/2, and beans to Houston 1328. 1,814 bale of Texas cotton at $79.94. Neighbor, that's it for the best darn farm show in Texas. No brag, just fact. I'm Larry Marble. We appreciate you listening to our 14 affiliate stations or downonthefarmradio.com.